What's going on, everybody? It's Prime Time. Back again to give you guys another movie review. And today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day or MLK Day. So I wanted to do something special in this occasion. And I wanted to review a movie that I'm pretty sure everybody watch every year, close to around Martin Luther King Day in school. This is Our Friend Martin. This movie had I gotta say, this cast was kind of star-studded. You got Angela Bassett, you got Danny Glover, Whoopi Goldberg, Samuel Jackson. Those are just a couple of names that are in this movie. But anyways, let's get on with it. You got the main character Miles, whose mother works at an office, so you know she has late nights and all that. She reminds him that they have to go to this field trip, which he refers to as that dumb old museum. So, you know, that's where they're going. I'm pretty sure they live in Atlanta. They go here every day. They go to this school so easily. But anyways, he runs into the bully from school, who I have to say needs a bigger shirt because, come on now, dude. Anyways, he needs a bigger shirt. And he runs from the bully. He runs on the bus. Bully gets late to school, and turns out they go to Martin Luther King Jr. Middle School, which is, you know, that's nice. The teacher, Mrs. Clark, tells Miles that he is in trouble of repeating the grade if he doesn't get his slack up. So he thinks the only people that make it are entertainers and baseball players or athletes. That's what he thinks. So, you know, I guess this field trip is going to open up his eyes. So while they're visiting Martin Luther King's house, his birth house, they sneak into Martin's room. Him and his friend Randy sneak into Martin's room, and they put on his baseball glove, and then suddenly they're in the past, where Martin, they meet Martin, and Martin is playing with his two friends, the Dale brothers. Now, Martin, you know, back then that wasn't allowed. So while they were playing with the Dale brothers, their mom comes up, and their mom, you know, basically says, "I don't want you people playing with my boys." And she tells Randy, "You gonna be in a whole lot of trouble. You keep playing with them." So you know they're like, "What?" You know, because they're not from that time, so they don't understand it. And then Martin says, "Why would you hate her back if you know just love her? You know, you don't have to hate somebody that hates you all the time." So then things happen, they have to go. So then they meet Martin again on a train, and he's gotten older, and I guess it's after he graduated high school. He's going to college at age 15, so he's gotten older. Then they go to his house for dinner, and you know, they just talk, have just the part where they just talk, have a little talking session. Then they go to Martin's room again because they have to make their rounds for the sick and shut in people. So then they I don't want to say transform. They time travel again, and now they're at the church that Martin grew up in. I forgot what it's, Ebenezer. Is it Ebenezer? Anyways, they're at the church that Martin grew up in, that he was preaching. And I could tell because they look exactly the same. So while they meet him after the boycott of Rosa Parks when she didn't want to give up her seat. And you got Turner, I forgot what his name is, but you got Turner coming in. He said, "Martin, they burned your house down." So Martin goes to check on Coretta and the kids. The kid, they had one kid at that time, but you know they went to go check on Coretta and the kids, and they were okay. And this dude Turner gives up to give a speech, and it is clearly not clearly. It is very, very clearly Samuel Jackson, which is funny because it's not just Samuel Jackson talking. It's Samuel Jackson sound like he's yelling in the microphone. "You see, they don't want the man to succeed." I don't know I forgot what he was saying that quick, but I was like, yeah, this is clearly Samuel Jackson. But anyways, they come back in Martin's room and they're in the present, and you know, they answer some questions on the test, and they get all the questions right. So then they go back the next day, but then they're being followed by Maria, which is the girl in their class, and the bully that I said earlier. They're being followed by those two. So now, you know, they all go to the Washington, D.C. speech, the I Have a Dream speech. And they meet Martin again and stuff, and they listen to the speech. And then they go back to the present. And then, you know, they're walking out, and they're looking at the signs that say Martin got killed and stuff. So I guess they didn't know that he got killed. So they're like, oh, we got to bring him back. We don't want him to get shot. We don't want him to die. So they go back in time, and they bring him to the present. And then that's where everything is different. Everything changed. They're still in segregated places. Randy and the bully are best friends. Maria is at the school working as a janitor, and she can't speak English. And they go to Robert E. Lee Middle School instead of Martin Luther King Jr. Middle School. There's a lot of stuff that's changed. So Martin decides he needs to go back in the past. And Miles obviously thought about him getting shot at the last moment. He said, no, it's too late. It was too late. Martin got shot. They had the funeral and everything went back to normal. And then after that, they start painting houses and doing good deeds to an awesome Ain't No Mountain High soundtrack. I gotta say, the soundtrack was a little iffy up and down, but that Ain't No Mountain High song, I like that. Anyways, guys, that was my review for Our Friend Martin. Just something to give you guys on MLK Day, something. That's all I got to say, really, you know. Have a good day, guys. Do something fun, do something exciting. A lot of people are off of work, so that's good too. And prime time is all the time. See you guys later.
Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.